Okay. Um, Hello everyone. Bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu sekalian. Saya bilangnya bukan selamat siang, selamat pagi. Kurang kencang. Selamat pagi. Okay. So today I'm gonna talk a bit more about Metaverse. Sering dengar kata Metaverse nggak sih? Sering nggak? Sering ya. How far are we sebenarnya to the Metaverse? Is it far? Is it near? Tadi kita hari ini sudah melihat dari pagi ada virtual host kita namanya Rumi. So, without further ado, I would like to invite the guy who actually created Rumi. Please welcome Sanlim to the stage.
Hello everyone, thank you Wisnu.
Yeah, so San, just before you deliver your speech, I'm gonna ask you something a bit, yeah? Because everyone is keep talking about Metaverse, right? And it starts with virtual identity, right? So what is it?
Well, virtual identity is it's a representation of your brand or you in the metaverse itself, right? Usually you can think of it as a virtual twin to you for you to actually use to explore the metaverse itself.
Okay, you are about to spill the whole presentation. So please, Stan, explain to us, everyone here, and enlighten us with your virtual identity, Rumi.
Sure.
Please.
Thank you. So you have seen Rumi, right, in various stages today. I'd like to explain to you a little bit about the solution that actually created Rumi itself. We call it Dentsu VI. It's a global solution for helping brands create virtual identities like her. Now, but to understand why it's important, right, we have to go back to looking at how we have been using virtual identities ourselves. Now, as individuals, this is not new, right? We've actually started about 30 years ago. In 1990, when the first online 3D game came up, we were all racing to create our characters, we were modifying our eyes, our hairstyles, and we played these characters in these game worlds, right? You fast forward to 2005, when Facebook first exploded, when social media first exploded, right? We were creating all sorts of profile pictures, sometimes using our photographs, sometimes using 2D avatars to represent us. Nearer today, 2015, you have seen all these emojis that are actually exploding on social media like TikTok. And in 2020, we started being able to create avatars in the metaverse itself. So we have had a long history with virtual identities, but as individuals, right? Now, what about businesses? Businesses always slightly slower to catch up. We really started exploring the use of virtual identities through VTubers. These are like the 2D anime-inspired characters that you might see on YouTube. They will come out, you can actually partner them to create some sort of content on YouTube itself. In 2016, right, that's when you see the rise of virtual influencers itself. You see up there Ima, you know Little Michaela. There are quite a few of these hyper-realistic virtual identities that are coming up as talents available for partnering with your brands to create content. 2 years ago, a very famous game, League of Legends, they decided to do something with their own characters, right? They took it out, they turned it into an AR version of their game characters that is actually performed by real people. And that became their virtual identity extension of their virtual characters, right? And that's been really, really popular. They've been showing up in concerts and on social media everywhere, just to extend that brand IP from their businesses itself. And of course, finally, we start to see some of these brands like Qatar Airlines begin to use them as virtual employees, right? They're starting to do jobs for our brands and our businesses itself. Now, what's the summary of all this, right? Remember, consumers have been doing this for a really long time. Brands really need to figure out how to keep up, right? Because consumers are already playing that world. They've been playing in it for the last 30 years, and we need to get better because we've only had about 6 years of experience, right? And the solution is designed to help your businesses get better at that. Why is this important? Look, as in the real world, right, I'm Stanley standing in front of you. But actually, when you think about my identity online, it looks very different, right? I look very different on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. When I play games, I play different characters, but I'm no less involved, right? I really embrace this as my identities, and when I get into the Metaverse, I suddenly can start dancing like a K-pop star, right, in Zapito. But all brands look like this. No matter where we go, we still represent ourselves as a logo, right? And this has to change. The key takeaway is don't remain faceless, especially in the Metaverse itself. Because the world is getting more digital, right? And as it gets more digital, we're creating virtual stores, we're creating chatbots, shopping carts, websites, even digital retail. We need new ways to be more human. And that's why we created Dentsu VI, to really help brands create that very relatable brand presence in all digital worlds. I'm going to show you a little video to bring alive what that proposition means.
Hello, humans. Hello, humans. That's where I come in. I help brands be more human. A warm voice against all the beep boop beep. Or a shopping buddy who helps you pick. Blue or green? Because I'm not just a bunch of ones and zeros. I can be a YouTuber who covers trends from crypto to crochet. Now imagine, what would your brand look like if it had a face? Dentsu VI. Unlock true brand intimacy.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's it, right? We are going to help you unlock true brand intimacy across all these digital channels. We're talking about being human across the virtual worlds. Metaverse is a hot topic that we're talking about today. Some of you might be exploring creating virtual goods. What better than a virtual human to actually demonstrate these goods, right? Some brands like to sponsor Metaverse events, but they don't actually show up in there. Now, with a virtual human, you can actually show up beside some of the virtual celebs that you're actually sponsoring in these events and concerts. And let's not forget live streams, e-commerce, right? Social commerce. Those are areas where we should be really, really aggressive in developing a very rich brand presence in. Now, we can actually help to unlock the full potential. And we don't just create a character, right? There are a couple of things that we can help you do. So first thing is, of course, we can actually define your vision and your purpose, right? What is that right personality? What's that right use case behind a virtual human that can actually drive business growth to hit your growth targets, right? The second thing is star power research. Now, when we are creating a virtual human, we don't just create based on what we like. We create based on what your audiences like. If you're trying to reach Gen Z, if you're trying to reach luxury fashion or moms, they have different idols. We study those idols, a whole list of them. We find recurring personality traits. We design those into your virtual humans so they're guaranteed to reach the right audience the first time. That's how we design Rumi. And finally, we have a lightning process that helps us generate many different creative ideas on how else you can use these virtual humans. The two main offerings, the first one is VI Originals. This is where we can actually create a fully custom-made VI for your brand. Now, why do we want to do that, right? This makes sure that the VI is actually true to your brand. It is everything that your brand wants to stand for, whether that's innovation, whether that's diversity. Those things can be designed into it. You get to pick the gender, the hair colors, the aesthetics. And the best thing about this, once we've created it, you own the character IP, right? It's yours. This is something that's going to be a very, very precious brand equity in the long run itself. Some brands tell us, look, we want to try it out first, right? Let's not commit to an original For that, we actually have a VI ready-mades. Rumi is a ready-made. Basically, we create the personality, we create these talents, and they're available for partner with brands, right? So this makes it a lot faster, a lot low cost to try, get your feet wet. If you like it, move on to the original. So that's who Rumi is. She's part of our ready-made range. Now, of course, we have entire studio that's actually powering these virtual humans. It's based on motion capture. What's really interesting about this studio is that it enables us to deliver highly emotional performances. Now, this is not AI-driven. This is powered by real people. They can actually react to you. They can talk to you. They can smile and laugh with you. They share these rich emotions with you. We also can stream live, right? So we can actually show up and actually have a live dialogue with audiences like this. Now, this is really, really powerful because this is a very unique offering that's actually come out in the world of virtual humans itself. Now, of course, we like to talk about how it can actually support the marketing funnel, right? So for brand image and awareness, there are a couple of ways we can do this. They can be brand ambassadors to help you launch your products, your services. We can develop them as your own KOL, right? Manage your own fan community, and now you've got a baked-in audience that you can actually reach anytime you want. And of course, if you're building virtual worlds, they can be your representation, your metaverse citizen within these virtual worlds. For lead generation, right, we've used virtual humans in stores. They are deployed there. They actually help people navigate your products, navigate your services, and make informed choices itself. Now, on the business front, this means that you're lowering the manpower required to operate these stores, right? In events like this one, any trade shows, right, they can actually be a co-host, they can be a talent, they can be really useful in doing lead generation for you. And finally, post-sales customer experience, or even to improve your own employee experience, they can be really useful over there as well. So that's it. That's Dentsu VI. I guess the question is, are we all ready for true brand intimacy? Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. It was very, very interesting. So backstage, I was asking him whether you can actually make my version of the virtual. I said, and he said, yes, I can actually do it. Because why? I want my eyes to be bigger. That's the reason.
Anytime.
Anytime. So it can be fully customized. Now, we just talk about the virtual influencer, virtual identity, the person, the subject. What about the world, the metaverse world? I think we need to invite our friend,
Definitely.
Angga, right?
Yeah.
So please give a big applause to Angga. Angga, come into the stage.
Hello.
Okay. So now we just discussed about the subject, the creation of the virtual influencer, the virtual of identity. It's not just a usual virtual identity, it's a VI. It's a Dentsu VI. But now, Angga will talk a bit more about the world that the VI should live in. We call it Bitaverse, in which we have started developing it since early of this year. Angga, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Oke. Halo semuanya. What's the deck? Oke. Oke, kita coba balik dulu ya ke 2 atau 3 tahun terakhir gitu ya. Ketika pandemi memaksa kita untuk mengadaptasi banyak teknologi baru gitu. Proses transformasi digital biasanya dilakukan bertahun-tahun. Tapi karena pandemi, semua itu dilakukan dengan waktu yang singkat. Gitu. Teknologi seperti financial technology, telemedicine, e-commerce, dan lainnya meningkat tajam. Gitu. Dan sekarang pandemi mulai berangsur-angsur hilang. Gitu. Nah, customer kita semua mulai kembali ke aktivitas offline. Nah, tapi digital engagement, digital activity, semua digital transaksi tetap naik. Nah, karena bagi kita, bagi customer, Semua itu bukan tentang offline ataupun online, tapi tentang experience, pengalaman gitu. Dan konsep Metaverse mempunyai kapabilitas untuk memberikan pengalaman-pengalaman itu. Dan sekarang makin banyak gitu ya, brand yang bergabung dengan Metaverse, ke Metaverse yang sudah ada atau membangun Metaverse mereka sendiri. Ya. Melalui Bitaverse, kami ingin memberikan sebuah blueprint, prototype yang bisa membantu brand memiliki Metaverse di Indonesia. To be the pioneer, mengadaptasi teknologi Metaverse di Indonesia. Okay. Bitaverse, a mixed reality platform combining VR and AR features to deliver an immersive retail experience. So the key features di dalamnya ada interactive virtual marketplace through gamification. Sebagai brand, kita bisa memiliki store kita sendiri, kita bisa mengkustomisasi store kita sendiri, dan yang paling penting adalah kita bisa merge antara online inventory dan offline inventory. Dan sebagai customer, a player sebenarnya di dalamnya bisa melakukan apapun gitu. Kita bisa bermain, mengeksplorasi dunia Metaverse, mempunyai digital identity sendiri, bisa mengkoleksi NFT, collectible NFT gitu. Dan banyak hal lain di dalamnya. Kami coba membuat Metaverse ini possible di semua device. Kan biasanya sekarang Metaverse itu atau konsep gaming itu biasanya fokusnya di VR gadget ya. Nah, sekarang kita coba explore ke semua device. Jadi bisa possible buat semua. Bisa memakai VR, bisa laptop, bisa tablet, glasses, atau apapun. Di VR version, seperti virtual world ya, kita bisa jalan-jalan, ngapain di sana, bisa ketemu banyak aktivitas, bisa diakses melalui laptop, mobile di rumah, kan? AR version kita memberikan retail experience di mana kita bisa memberikan personalisasi pengalaman berbelanja, gitu ya, melalui Bitaverse. Dan untuk mengantisipasi gelombang smart glasses, kami juga membuat sebuah prototype Bita Glass untuk memberikan pengalaman baru lah ya, sebagai proof of concept jika konsep ini benar-benar bisa diaktualisasikan di Indonesia gitu. Nah, jadi ketika nanti gelombang ini datang, kita udah siap. Di Bitaverse kita bisa mengkustomisasi digital identity kita, ya. Kita bisa jadi siapapun, kita bisa customize badannya, bajunya, celananya ya kayak kita sekarang aja gitu kan. Terus kita bisa explore, jalan-jalan, berinteraksi, ketemu teman baru, ketemu teman lama, hangout gitu kan. Kita bisa nonton ke bioskop, kita bisa melihat konser, atau bisa banyak hal lain yang bisa dilakukan gitu. Dan sebagai brand, nanti di dalamnya bisa dengan mudah mengkustomisasi Metaverse stores di Bitaverse. Without requiring technological expertise, the brand can customize the store. Ini contoh, kalau misalnya kita jalan-jalan, kita ke salah satu store, kita bisa langsung melakukan transaksi. Oke. Tapi yang paling penting adalah untuk setiap transaksi yang dilakukan, customer akan mendapatkan dua pengalaman yang berbeda. Yang pertama, dia akan mendapatkan physical goods, barang beneran belanja dikirim ke rumah, dan juga dia akan mendapatkan virtual goods, barang yang sama tapi dalam bentuk NFT, collectible, inventory asset, dan lainnya. Dan dengan Bitaverse, kami coba untuk mengembangkan experience ini. Karena seperti yang Stan bilang sebelumnya ya, your identity reflect your personal digital identity. You are what you are in virtual world or in a real world. Thank you and see you in Bitaverse.
Oke, jadi pertanyaan pertama saya tadi adalah how far are we? Apparently we are not that far. But this session we will not have a Q&A. Kenapa? We have a demo booth outside where you can actually meet Stan and Angga to discuss further about the Dentsu VI and Bitaverse. Why? Because this is a complete solution for you. Yeah? So, if we want to pioneer the Metaverse in Southeast Asia, this is the right moment to invest. Why? Because as you heard from the Pak Wakil Menteri, akselerasinya terjadi. So it's just one of the solutions that we can have gitu. Tapi I just want to inform you that Metaverse is no longer far. Although sekarang masih physical ke virtual. Nanti akan menjadi virtual ke physical. No boundaries between physical and virtual anymore. Masih berapa lama lagi sih sebenarnya? It's actually 10 years ahead. But all of us, three of us here, all of us agree that we should push it. Because why? We should drive this innovation. Along the way, 2-3 years down the line, creativity will need some innovation. So this will be one of the innovation that we can actually push in terms of our modern creativity. So that's it from us, from the Metaverse guy, the geek guy in the room. Hope you enjoy the show. Hopefully, all of you can meet us outside. We will be waiting. Thank you so much. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.